Hi everyone, I've got a request on making a video of how I make my yo-yos, these ones, and I use them a lot on covers, in my journals, on journal cards, and they are really easy to make, so I'd like to show them today. So in this video I'll show you how I make them and what measurements I use. So stay tuned if you want to find out. I like to use some sort of cotton, linen, natural fabric for my yo-yos. It is possible to do it with jersey, like this one, but it is a bit more, how do you call it, fiddly to sew, and they look nice in the end, but if you never made one, start with the cotton, easier. So I want to make one today for my grungy ones because I need more. So I'll show you the measurements I use. I'll keep them still for the camera so you can take a screenshot if you want. This is the big one, 11.5 centimeters diameter or 4.5 inch. Gives you a 6.5 centimeter or 2.5 inch yo-yo, and then the smaller one is 7.5 centimeters in diameter or 3 inches. That gives you a 4 centimeter or 1.5 inch circle. You might be able to make it smaller, but I think this is quite small already, so I never go smaller than this, but bigger is always possible, or maybe you want to do something in between. Just go experiment, I would say. Make a circle and you have your pattern to make one. I'll make a big one today to show you because it might be easier to see. I just put my circle on top of the fabric I want to use and draw a line around it. Then I cut the fabric. It's not really precise. If it looks anything like a circle, it will work. So don't be afraid. You've ruined your yo-yo if you cut outside or inside the line, because as you can see, I'll do the same. It doesn't matter at all. I try to use a thread, a double thread, because it happens several times if I used a single thread that I broke the thread with making the knot in the end. So double thread, a little knot in the end, and then the only thing, like here, you can see the line of the pen. So this will be my inside, and I start stitching on the outside. This is how I do it. I start on the side that I want to see when it's done. And if you start sewing, running stitch about 0.5 centimeter from the side, it will be fine. The knot is on the outside because you need this to make the knot to finish it off. So you just continue sewing up and down. So it's not anything complicated. So I would say it must be possible for almost anybody to make something like this. And I love that it is possible with my grungy fabrics, because then it straight away has the look I want. Grungy, and it's looking old, and it fits in my grungy journals. But you can obviously do it with any fabric, like you see here. Colorful fabrics. Works perfectly fine. So you can make them to match the look you want. If you go on Pinterest, you can find all different things you can do with them. There are so much fun things to use them for. So now I'm almost at the end, almost round. And then I make sure I'll end a little bit from the knot where I started. Just a little bit, about the same space that I use for my running stitch, I use in between the knot. The thread wasn't very long, so I cut this off. Then I take the tail of my knot, the beginning thread, and carefully pull so that the yo-yo forms. And I'll show you, if you want to have the middle like this, a little bit thicker, otherwise it looks like this, it's flat. If you want it to come up a little bit like this one, then you pull as hard as you dare to pull without breaking the thread. If you want it to be flat, you can leave a little bit of space. I'm gonna make mine a bit flat this time. Make the knot, and then if you left a little bit of space, then you can form it. Just go around and form the fabric like you want. See, now I didn't pull the knot as tight as I did for this one, because you see a little thick here in the middle. This one has a bit more space, so this can lie flat. So that's something you choose how you like it. If you want to sew on a button like this, it might be easy to have it a little bit flatter. And if you like, let's see if I used another one. Yep. If you like the look of the thicker middle, then you just pull a little bit harder. I don't think there are many more in here. No. But that's the way I make them. I hope you took a screenshot of the measurements, so let me just keep them up again, so you can do it now if you forgot. And then I like to wish you good luck. Hope you make a lot of them, because they're fun to make, perfectly to do in front of the TV. And make a lot of them, because you run out very quickly if you start using them in your journals. So good luck. Bye bye.